All right, we are back. We've got a new edition. Got sick of riding by myself, so I got a MotoTec 48 volt dirt bike. And this is, of course, the side-by-side between the Razor and it. It's a good bit bigger, but as you can see, the foot pegs are way higher on the MotoTec, which will be good for ramping, jumping, but it is a little cramped when you're riding. A little bit more cramped than the Razor actually for your legs, but nice big tires, good brakes, real front suspension. There's a couple gotchas with these. There's the battery. I took off the side cover. You can see the controller and the battery. These engines are really good if you wanted to run a 72 volt. You don't need to do anything. This engine can handle it. The rear shock, if you go ordering one of these, get the tool to adjust these shocks. And I'll put the link in the description from where I got them off Amazon, but it's adjustable. So you're going to need the tool to adjust these because it's set up for a 25-pound kid. So if you're 240 pounds like me or anything over 25 pounds, you're going to want to adjust that because it's at the weakest setting from the factory. So you got to scoot this down. Also, if you can see up in here, there's a nipple for bike pump. You can pump that shock up. I have no idea what that does. But it came disassembled in a crate. No issues with assembly. Of course, I haven't finished. I didn't put the front fender on or the front number plate thing. Quality seems really good. I'm not missing any parts. 48 volt is better than the stock Razor, of course, at 36 volts, and it's lithium. You got these adjusters. If you got some kids, you can turn the adjustment, or you can crank them all the way up like they are currently. It's got a little guide in here onto what's what. The owner's manual is pretty good. I will be doing an ASMR video on taking these protectors off. These are just masking tape protectors for the stickers, which is cool. And out of the box, it's not bad. Speed wise, it's got a little bit of power. I think there is a well, there's definitely a 40 amp fuse in here that comes with it. But I think that there's a way with these China controllers to up the amperage that they can handle by soldering a couple things together. So I will be putting some information up once I figure that out. So it's got a key for on off, which guaranteed to lose. And then on is actually this button coming out instead of what you would normally think. So right now the bike is on. Right now with it pushed in, it's off. So kind of dumb, but guaranteed these keys are going to get lost. So zip tie them to the bike or do something. But yeah, this is a cool little machine. I think the first thing I'm going to do to hop it up is try to solder the controller leads together, and I'll throw some information up on that once I do it. And then maybe the next thing I will do after that is put a different controller in. There's a couple guys on YouTube that have information about these, and they use some Russian controller. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but it's Salvaton controller, but it's pretty big and long, so you kind of got to shoehorn it in here. So I'm not sure if I want to go for that. I'm going to wait and see what soldering these things do, and then if that's no good, then you can get the Salvaton controller and use it with the stock battery, because it's from 48 to 72 volt controller. So just getting that controller will up the performance even with the stock battery. And then if you wanted to take it up to 72 volts, you've already got the controller to do it. You just throw the 72 volt battery solution in. So that's what I'm doing. I blew way too much money messing with this stupid Razor with this aftermarket battery that I did and all that shit to get it up to 72 volts. So I want to keep this one, since it's $1,000 bike, I want to keep this one more under control as far as cost goes and try to use what I got, since it's all good and serviceable. But I still want to go fast, so that's what I'm going to do. And to get these, I'll put a link to the MotoTec webpage, which I'm not affiliated with in any way. But there is a trick to getting these because supplies are limited. What you do is you find the bike you want, and then it has on the page, it has a spot to be notified when they come in stock, and that actually works. I got an email from them, said they had 16 in stock, and I went on and immediately purchased them, and a couple hours later they had 0 in stock. So that's how that works. Apparently everybody else was getting notified, and they got them as well. So that's the new beast. The seat's a little wimpy compared to the Razor. I will get a video of me riding this going, but I've messed with the suspension a little bit, but here's the result of sitting on it. It pretty much bottoms all the way out, and that's after I've adjusted it a little bit. So that's the next thing I got to do, is use a tool to adjust it. So, but cool bike. Looking forward to hopping it up and messing around on it. See you next time.